So today what I have for you is a little build and tune guide for the A-Class Aston Martin DBS, as well as a lap showcase on the Nordschleife in Rivals. It's a really good car. I love this car. I got second place in the world with it. I built the car without Forza Aero as a little challenge, and it ended up being really good, maybe even better than the one with Aero, at least for this track. So that was a nice little surprise. Anyways, here's the car. It's got a little paint job from an older Need for Speed. I thought it looked pretty cool. It's got factory power. There's no engine upgrades. 5.7 handling, 8.5 Excel. Pretty average looking stats, and I think that's just due to the fact that it doesn't have aero, but it really outperforms its Forza stats. Alright, so here we are in the upgrade shop. As you can see, stock powertrain, stock drivetrain, no aspiration conversions, nothing's touched there. Same with the aero, no Forza Aero upgrades. Everything there is also factory. With the tires, we'll be using the street tire compound. The second highest front widths, I believe, yep. And the highest rear width available. I think it's 345 millimeters. The wheels, I believe they're Rotas. I think they're Rota JSPLs, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I just thought they looked good with the paint, but any equal weight wheel will work the same as long as it's in that weight class. There's no rim size upgrades, front or rear. All that's stock. For drivetrain, as usual, it's stock clutch. The transmission on this car is stock. It has a great trans. The driveline is sport. And, as always, the differential is race. Moving into platform and handling, the car already comes with race brakes, so we don't have to worry about that. So it's race springs and dampers. Race roll bars, front and rear. The car does not have a cage. I wanted to keep it as light as possible. The thing absolutely flies down the straights. It's got race weight reduction. And I'm just going to show you none of this is touched at all. It's all stock on the power. Doesn't need any more power than it already has. So moving into the tune. Really simple tune. 28.5 tires, pretty standard. Gearbox is non-adjustable. The alignment is -1.5, -1.0 camber, no toe, and a 6.1 caster. Very simple, round numbers for the most part. 37.0 and 40.0 roll bars. Pretty stiff, but it works pretty well for this car. I was surprised, but it works. The springs are 550 and 535. Ride height is all the way down. I didn't have any problems bottoming out with this car, so you can get away with the slammed ride height. The damping, 9390, 3230. Pretty standard stuff for my tunes. Usually ends up around there for most of my road cars, at least, non-race cars. And the aero is not adjustable, since we didn't put any on. The brakes I have at 47% bias and 170% pressure. I would keep the bias somewhere around there. You can play with your pressure if you like. I understand there's a preference to it, but I like 170. The differential is 80% accel, 15% decel. So honestly, I didn't put a whole lot of time into this tune, but I put the base tune on, maybe made some slight adjustments, but I drove it and it felt so good I really didn't know what to change. So I just left it. That's what I got the time in. The car feels great. There might be some slight optimizations you could do, but I wouldn't even know where to start. I don't know if it'd be worth it, to be honest. Anyways, enjoy the lap.